Hey yo, what's up? Maji here, and welcome to another Tuesday night twist where anything can happen. And well, today we are back with more Limelight, and so we are going to be checking out uh, their Blanc Noir practice version, which is I believe a B-side on their debut album. And so let's just go right ahead and dive in and check out some more music from Limelight. Here we go. Oh, kind of reminiscent of the starting of their Starlight MV. The music, I mean, Starlight tracks. Sorry. Hey. Oh, I'm loving the camera work. Ooh. Oh yeah, the camera work definitely goes along with their movements so well. I'm really liking their choreography. It's just really flows so well. Ooh. Even hey. Oh wow. Yeah. The flowy parts flow and the snappy parts snap. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Lineup? Oh, okay. Ooh. That looked really cool. Hey. Ooh. This track is such a bop. Oh, we're now Black Noir mode. And then back to color. Oh. I'm loving these jumps in the music. It's kinda hard to track though. Ooh. Gotta remember to breathe during that performance. Okay, so that was the Blanc Noir practice version from Limelight. And yeah, don't know much about what the song is about, but well, Blanc Noir is French for white black, right? And such an interesting song. So first of all, it kind of reminds me of the Starlight track. Uh, Not too similar though, but more on the instrumentation style. Yeah. Uh, and it just like takes you along for a ride. Like the, the music feels relentless, especially coupled uh with the filming of this uh dance performance basically. Like I could barely even remember to think about commenting because like I mentioned before, like the camera work, I really like the camera work. uh well, not so much the cuts. I usually prefer camera work that's more in continuous shots, although I do understand the need for some cuts in the editing. But what I really liked was the camera movement, right? It matched a lot of the angles that they were uh, putting out in the choreography, and it just looks so cool to follow the angles that uh, the certain members of Limelight are going into, and so the rest of the world twists and turns around them. It's just such a sight to see. And yeah, so I mentioned this before also with other choreographies that I've seen from Limelight, is that I really like their choreography. Like objectively speaking, it's probably on the, okay, not an expert, but for me, from what I've seen, from what I've experienced, objectively speaking, it's probably one of the just more like middling level of difficulty among the various K-pop groups I've seen. But what is really striking about the choreography from Limelight is that the flow from one movement to another is just so entrancing and so fun to watch. Whether it's a flowing movement where movements really flow together in sequence, or whether it's sharp snapping movements, and so you get kind of like a bounce or a bunch of bounces in your visual experience. So yeah, and it's just very exciting to watch. And then couple that with the camera work that was going on in this video, and well, uh the the choreography just ended up looking way cooler. What else can I say about this? I like their usage of uh the backup dancers as well. No, I mean I like how they use them, which is more as for extra framing around the sides. And yeah, like I like how the backup dancers don't detract from uh the focus on the members, and they're just there to, yeah, just provide extra framing when it comes to the choreography. And the one thing that pulls it all together for me, uh, especially for this one, is the fact that for me, who, whichever member of Limelight is the one front and center or the one that's supposed to be focused on, uh, whichever member is like focused on at that point in the song, I am focusing on them. I'm kind of sus about my grammar. Anyways, I think you get what I mean. It ties into the fact that I like them all equally, and I really can't pick a bias right now. Which is, I don't think that's ever happened to me before with a K-pop group. Usually, I find like at the very least bias candidates right away, and then I try to get to know a group a little bit more. Sometimes I confirm my bias. Sometimes I find a new bias or find an actual bias, and usually it's among the bias candidates, or sometimes it comes out of left field unexpectedly. But this one, like, well, just three of them. Like, if you would have plural bias candidates, it would be two or all. And I can't even say that all three of them are bias candidates. It's just like so even right now for me. They all have their own strengths. They all shine in their own ways. These three members right now of Limelight. I pretty much discussed already the distinction between the three members. But doesn't change the fact that bias-wise, they're pretty equal to me. And so now, whoever is, whenever one is in the center for the choreography, I focus on them. It kind of reminds me of that, this joke among orbits, or probably this also exists among other fandoms of large groups, but this is mostly my experience being an orbit, is that when you're asked who your bias in Luna is, the correct answer is whichever one I'm looking at the time. Yeah, it's kind of just a joke or a meme. But yeah, even then in Luna I had my biases, but here in Limelight, it's true for me. Whichever one I'm looking at the time. So yeah, amazing performance from Limelight, and I hope to check out more from their tracks. I believe there's one more track in their album called Crystal, or maybe there's more. I can't remember. There's a, and just going off the top of my head here, like I know there's a track called Crystal, and then there's a couple of a cappella versions in the album. We'll see. Actually, I'm thinking of doing a reaction sometime in the future of their a cappella tracks, because I heard a snippet of one, I can't remember which one, a couple of weeks ago, and sounded amazing, and I immediately stopped it and shelved it for reacting to later on. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. Anyways, that's it for my reaction to Limelight's Blanc Noir practice video. And well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, where I also post reactions to longer form content, more casual content, most of which is available for free, with just some bonus perks set aside for those who are kind enough to subscribe, such as reactions to K-dramas, early access to my reaction videos, and priority when it comes to recommendations. But don't worry about it too much. Like I said, most of the stuff on my Patreon is available for free. You can probably see the titles of the content pop up here on the side. And yeah, don't be afraid to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this magical and exciting journey with Limelight. And until next time, have a great day, everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.